My name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Stevens, a.k.a. the Bookie Killer. Welcome back to the VIP Sports Podcast. First and foremost, guys, I want to make an announcement. Unfortunately, Pete Rose is not going to be on the show today. I'm very sorry. I had the big skipper here ready to go. We had the whole crew here ready. His team had to reschedule. I'm sorry for all you fans out there that were ready to go. It's not under my control. And I can't really be mad at Pete. Come to find out, he's 78 years old, about to be 79. He wasn't feeling too well, and he had to reschedule. So stay tuned to see when we're going to bring him back on the show in the next week or two. He wanted to do it this week, but we just couldn't get our schedules together. He wanted to do it tomorrow, but Skip's out of town for a graduation. But sorry, guys, they did reschedule. He will be on the show eventually, but hope you get better, Pete. You're 78 years old. You're a beast, and I look forward to having that interview with you. Anyway, guys, it's May 24th, 2019, podcast number 218. Boy, when I got this fucking podcast started, did I ever think I was going to go 218 episodes? Probably not. Did I think I was going to be sitting here doing them with you, paparazzi, and not Skip, or by myself? Absolutely not. You never know, can tell how life is going to be. You know what I mean?
It changes up, that's for sure.
I mean, did I think I was going to be a 45-year-old single dad? Absolutely not. But you got to embrace it, love it, stay in the gym, and everything will come right to you. You know what I mean?
Your motivation and your talk, yeah.
Absolutely. Shout out to all you single dads out there that take care of your kids, and to all you dads that don't take care of your kids, eat a dick.
Correct.
If you're just tuning into the VIP Sports Podcast, this show is all about the legalization of sports betting, but more importantly, sports betting. How you make money doing it. There's more money to be made in sports betting than any other investment in the fucking world. These people are investing in the stock market. I don't give a fuck if it's cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, what it is. There's a ton more money to be made in sports betting. How many crypto clients do I have? I mean, I have a bunch of these guys that are making money. They call me after they make their money. Steve, what do we do?
Right.
So you guys out there that are popping off that Bitcoin and that crypto, give me a call. I'll make you some money. Anyway, we got a great show for you. Before we start the show, it's Memorial Day. I want to give a shout out to all of the troops, everybody involved with Memorial Day. I want you guys to have a beautiful day with your family. Remember everything that life is all about, which is family.
Yes.
And don't forget about all the people that fought for us and did all sorts of different shit. And what does Memorial Day mean to you, Poppy?
Memorial Day means family, and hopefully, you guys are out there having barbecues, just spending time together. That's what it really means. It means the end of school for the kids and the start of almost summer, and again, just family.
Well, yeah, and what it means for me is, family, whatever. More importantly, salute the troops.
Yes.
Hanging with the kids, doing your thing. It's summertime. Time to get out to Cali, to the beach house. Time to grind. Find a couple young tenderonis out there that are ready to roll and see what we can do. You know what I mean, Poppy?
I'm ready, believe me.
Advertising opportunity, guys. If you're watching or listening to the podcast, you own a small business, you work at a company getting involved in the sports betting business, hit us up at advertising@VIPSportsLasVegas.com. We'll get back with you with all the details on how you become a sponsor of the show. Got a great preview for you today. We're going to do a nice little Major League Baseball segment. This podcast is pretty much going to be all sports related. So this is going to be a good one for all you trolls out there and for you guys looking for free shit, because I'm going to kick a lot of knowledge like I've been doing. I've been getting hit up a lot through the DM about the umpire matchups that I've been telling people about that they've never understood about. I've got 55 DMs over the last 7 days just from bringing my client from Texas on there. I'm thinking I'm going to start bringing a lot more of my clients on there because it got a lot of people to interact with me.
Yeah.
And as you know, last week we wrote 211,000 in business, which anybody that knows about sports, those are football numbers.
And guys, when you're messaging us, asking, hey, how do I find out the umpire matchups? It's very simple. Call this guy. get in business with him because he has that information and he knows when and what umpire matchups to go fire on. It just doesn't mean always because there's a certain situation that's when you play. But he has the information, and it's a lot easier to work with him, get the information to make yourself the money.
You want to get a hold of us, like he said, 877-220-6540. If you're looking for a free pick, go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. We have all packages for all size shapes of sports bettor. Whether you're small or tall, crawling or balling, we got you. If you're watching the podcast on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel. When you click the subscribe button, make sure you also hit that little bell. That way you get notifications to everything I do. Sports book reviews, Motivation 101, whatever it is I'm out there doing. You know, it's summertime. I'm going to be with the kids, hanging out, probably go around the world over the next couple months. But more importantly, make my clients money.
And the sportsbook reviews, we've gotten a lot of positive reviews from you guys, comments. We know you like them, and there's a bunch coming, so stay tuned for that.
Now, even though I'm holding back for a major sponsor, do you guys want to see some reviews before I get my sponsor? A lot of people tell me I'm being a dick by not, putting them out because I'm looking to cut my deal with my sponsor. But, you're right. It's been 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
Regardless if we're negotiating or not, you guys want to see some more sportsbook reviews? I got you.
Yep.
If you ask me, you guys want them, I'll give them to you regardless sponsor or not. I mean, goddamn, I should preview every one of these sports books so these guys know what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Our guys like it, and we want to deliver.
Anyway, you can listen to the VIP Sports Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Podcasts, and all other major podcast platforms. Or simply ask Alexa, play the VIP Sports Las Vegas podcast. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at VIP Sports LV. You can direct message us with any questions. We'll get back to you immediately. Trust me. Just don't ask me, what's my favorite car or what I eat today or where did you get those glasses. Matter of fact, I haven't had anybody ask me about my glasses. I've been wearing the same pair for 5 months.
Yeah.
I guess my relationship was holding me down, Poppy. My relationship was like ankle weights, holding me fucking down. So, inspired by my kids, back to being me. Time to get fresh, go get the newest glasses, take care of myself, go shopping all the day, and get back out there on the grind. You know what I mean?
The beast is back.
Oh, the beast is back for sure, but the beast is more importantly back at the office. I was a family-oriented guy. I wanted to be my family, my guys. Now I got my kids. When I'm at work, my kids are at home. So all I got to do was grind and hang with the kids. So life couldn't get any better than that, dude. Anyway, make sure you check out the Absolute Blowout Winter merchandise line. Up your swagger this summer with the gear that'll make you the envy of everyone in the sports book, anyone at the game, or wherever the fuck you're at. Pick up one of the Absolute Blowout Winter shirts. You got winners and losers. Which one are you? I'm an ABW all day long. Make sure you go to AbsoluteBlowoutWinter.com and pick up your shirts today. Got some NBA hot take questions, Paparazzi.
All right.
What's the first question they're asking here?
Well, they're asking without Kevin Durant, Golden State's Stephen Curry.
Ask me whatever the fuck you want. Go ahead.
All right. Steph Curry had the most points ever in a Western Conference final sweep of Portland. The question is, was this more about Golden State not needing Kevin Durant or more about Portland just sucking?
Pretty much Portland just sucking. When it comes down to this level, Portland had a successful season. They run well. Lillard, I mean, a couple players just didn't do what they were supposed to do. You know what I mean? I don't know, Poppy. Didn't like it at all. Kevin Durant back on the team does make them a better team. And I just have to say Portland was that fucking bad. They played a horrible series.
Now, Kevin Durant, they're saying
no
is probably...
offense. Seth Curry?
Yeah.
I mean, when that's your starting fucking guard, I mean, that's definitely a problem. I love him. Don't get me wrong. He works his ass off. He's a hard worker. Is that your superstar guard that you want to have in that situation?
I don't think so.
Not no, but fuck no. Think about getting you guys a couple powerful point guard and off guard. Maybe you'll have a squad.
Now, they're saying Kevin Durant's probably going to be out the first game in the finals, whether they play Toronto or Milwaukee. Do you think that is going to be a big difference facing one of those two teams? Absolutely
not. The level of play that Golden State has right now, they could have a couple injuries and win this series hands down easily. Toronto's excited. They're doing their thing. As you know now, that series is 3-2. Yep. They came back in what, 3 in a fucking row?
3 in a row. They got the double overtime game and then won the next one, and then they won on the road last night against Milwaukee.
Well, like I said, shout out to Portland, though. They played their ass off. A team like Golden State was like playing an all-star team for them. Just too big, too powerful, too strong, and too many weapons.
Yeah.
Real fucking simple. But you guys out there hating on Golden State, don't forget they were nothing, and they built that fucking team.
They did.
So don't go hating on them. That was a bunch of boys that played together and made themselves all-stars. That has a lot to do with the coach as well. NBA players are all professionals, but it takes a true coach to bring the all-star out in the player. Don't ever forget that. And the organization over there is on fire, but don't get too mad because that organization will be broke up a little bit this year. I don't give a fuck if they win or not, which they will. What's the next question, Pop?
Magic Johnson, who was my idol growing up, says that Rob Pelinka, the general manager of the Lakers.
Magic Johnson was your idol growing up?
Magic was my
What
idol.
was your favorite part? When he used to tongue kiss Isaiah before the game?
Well,
or?
no. Well, I was in Michigan. I grew up, and I used to be at those games. No, well, that wasn't my favorite part. But just seeing Magic pass the basketball the way
And he
passed
wonders
the
why his
basketball.
son is fucking gay as fuck.
Yes,
Which I got no
EJ.
problem with being
EJ,
gay.
yes.
But he's not just gay. He's a flamer.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So he's there's a difference between gay and flaming
Yes.
gay. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
A flamer, whether you're gay or not, just bothers you. Whether I'm a single guy and I'm going up to you and your girlfriend, say, hey, babe, what's up? Oh, you're like God's gift. He must be missing an angel. Just as annoying as a straight guy can be, a flamer.
Correct.
Oh, man, and just dressing in their clothes and bothering you. And I mean, like, just leave me the fuck alone. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So, yeah, and he wonders why his son's a flamer. Magic, you're solid, bud. That NBA career didn't help you too good with raising your kids, bud. But he's your idol, no problem.
Yes. Magic says that Rob Pelinka, the GM of the Lakers, betrayed him and stabbed him in the back. But Pelinka says, not true. Question. VIP Sports talks to players and CEOs. Can you shed some light on what really went down behind the scenes with the Lakers?
And you read questions like a goddamn robot, man. You got to be a little bit more natch.
Okay,
Got to be a little bit natural. You like fake titties or
Inflection,
naturals?
I like naturals.
You like naturals?
Yes.
I don't know. I like them both, like I said. Anyway, you're asking me what? Shed some light on this whole situation
Yeah,
with
what
the
went, down,
backstabbing?
what went down with the Lakers?
What went down with the Lakers is they're a losing organization. Guys, you got to understand, no matter what in life, when the organization or whatever you're doing starts losing and going downhill, people start telling on everybody and blaming each other immediately. My clients I deal with right here. I have the most loyal clients. Guy been with me for 2 months. We've been kicking ass and taking names. Soon as you go on a 10-day losing streak, that guy's telling people every fucking thing. So it's just a matter of losing. No matter what job it is, no matter where you're at, when losing starts happening, people start coming out and telling everything.
Right.
So that's all that is. Lakers are a losing organization. They got a bunch of losing people that have the blame. And all they are is now everybody's coming out telling people exactly what happened because things aren't going smooth. And it is what it is. They all need to move on, rebuild your team. And I'm glad Magic's out of there anyway myself because ever since he's been there, they really ain't done shit.
Do you think the fact that LeBron's there, has that caused any of this?
No. It's LeBron's team. You haven't heard LeBron's name mentioned once.
No.
If anything, LeBron doesn't give a fuck. LeBron, if you haven't noticed, is into TV more than he is basketball right now. So he's looking to get paid. He's doing that Hollywood shit. Do your thing, LeBron. You got more paper than anybody out there, except for my boy Money May. But you're right there, in Hollywood. So he's just going to play on the team a few more years, get his paycheck. He does play hard, though. He ain't LeBron, you ain't just you're signing the best player in the fucking world.
Correct.
But I don't think the drama bothers him. He's out there in Hollywood doing his thing, getting paid. And can he build that team with the people they have in that staff? No. It's going to be a long
They got
time.
to get a revamp.
Oh, correct. The whole organization is fucked. And this whole thing with Magic and Rob Pelinka and everything, like you said, has tarnished it. It's almost like going to prison and catch a felony. The fucking Lakers got a felony right now. They got a bad mark on there, and no one wants to look. If you got that felony, sir, we can't hire you. Oh, you got that felony? Oh, sir.
Yeah.
So Lakers are that two-time felon right now.
And people forget, too, Jeannie Buss, who's the owner because her father died, the Buss brothers and her were in court last year over ownership. So this team behind the scenes has had a lot of issues, even going back to that. So like you said, just dysfunction is created into that team. And
Sell the fucking
boom.
team and move on. Let's get a new owner and some new life, a new organization over there in L.A. What's next, Poppy?
All right, a story you and me discussed here off air that we like. The Milwaukee Bucks head coach is confused as to why the NBA is allowing rapper Drake to be all over the sidelines, touching the Raptors head coach, Nick Nurse, trolling the Bucks players. Question, should the NBA put a stop to Drake's antics?
Honestly, I love Drake to death. He's part of the family. Shout out to the Rap-A-Lot Mafia, Jay Prince Sr., Jay Prince Jr., Jazz, everybody involved. That's my family. However, I'm annoyed seeing Drake on the sideline. If you guys don't remember, 100 podcasts ago, where Skip and I were talking about when I sit behind the bench at UNLV Rebels, where we had $20,000 on the game, a client had $50,000 on the game, and we were yelling at the players, and we were going to get kicked out by the police. Do you recall that?
I recall it.
All we were doing is telling the players, let's go, 22. Let's go, motherfucker. I got 50 grand on the game, motherfucker. Let's roll. So, in aspect, the answer to your question, should they put his top to it? Abso-fucking-lutely. Drake is not an owner of the team. He's not a coach. And frankly, it's corny as a motherfucker where I'm looking at Drake on the sideline, massage the coach's back, pat him on the ass, high-five the players, and taunt the other team. Absolutely, it should be stopped. It's annoying. I can't fucking stand it. And don't forget this, Drake. Those older fucking people that you see sitting in them other chairs up front with their granddaughter, those people are billionaires. These people got as much, if not way more money than you, and they're sitting there enjoying the game. Now, should you be an all-out Toronto fan because you're from Toronto? Absolutely. He should be allowed to sit there and root. There should be no interaction with the player.
Great.
If he does yell at an opposing player, like what happened to us, you get warned. If you continue to do it, you get escorted out of the fucking building. There's a lot of people that came there to see basketball, and these all-star players that are on that court all have more money than you do. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're a $100 million dude, which is a lot more than me. But all-star NBA players are all hundreds of millions of dollars.
Right.
That's what they do. They get chipped the fuck up. So, yes, absolutely, I am tired of Drake. And if I have to see Drake in the finals rubbing the coach's shoulders and patting him on the back and slapping the coach's ass and shit, I'm going to fucking puke.
Yeah, I totally agree also. Drake is an unofficial ambassador for Toronto, the city
He's
of
a
Toronto.
fucking boss. I love him.
And I love the way he roots for his team, and for him to get the fans fired up, no problem. But walking over during a timeout or when the coach is coaching.
You're in the coach's box.
Yeah, that's unacceptable. And, screwing with the other team during the playoffs and stuff, sorry. It crosses a line. We don't need that line crossed. Cheer for your team, get the fans fired up, no problem. But his antics are going over the line, no doubt.
Agreed. Plus, I'm tired of seeing him. People are tired of seeing him, and it's just corny as fuck. Anyway, moving on. Warriors have 9 days off until the finals begin May 30th. What do you think? Can the Raptors or Milwaukee beat Golden State 4 times?
You know, I really thought Milwaukee would have a chance had they beat the team going to the finals. Now I'm not sure they're going to be the teams in the finals. They're really showing not the non-maturity. I mean, you have George Hill, which helps out a little bit. But I think Golden State this is their last hurrah as this unit together. They're playing great basketball. The 9 days off worries me a little bit because I think, everybody's so focused in when you've got that game every 2, maybe 3 days.
Hey, what the Milwaukee player, what do they call him, the Russian Bushin?
The Greek freak.
Yeah, the Greek fucking freak. It should be like the dick fucking suck. He fucking sucks. He ain't performing like he's supposed to, I'll tell you that.
No, he's not carrying his team. I mean, he's getting points, but he's not, when they go into double overtime and they lose. Yeah, He's supposed to be a superstar, and he is a great player.
More like the weak Greek.
Right. He's not elevating his team, and that's kind of disappointing for me here.
Well, you take certain players do good under the lights, some don't. Like I said, man, you got to earn your way to the top. We've said this many different fucking times. Raptors, I feel, get the job done. They got too much momentum. Am I tired of looking at Leonard acting like he's all tired and blah, 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 and then scores when he has the ball? I mean, stop faking all that shit. I know he's tired and exhausted, but you're putting a little acting on it as well, dude. You're going to have the biggest fucking contract over there. You got everybody in the fucking city and every restaurant wanting you to stay, giving you free dinner for life, this, that, and the other. You're sitting on the bench milking it like a $2 whore. Just fucking do your thing, play hard like you continue to do, get the job done, stay in Toronto and get your fucking money, dude.
He's amazing. I got to tell you, he is, in my opinion, definitely one of the top 5 guys in the NBA. Not just offensively, but defensively.
He's a beast.
He's really unreal, and he's carried his team. For what Giannis, the Greek freak, has not done, Kawhi Leonard has done 10 times over in carrying his team.
Well, we see that when he left San Antonio.
Yeah.
They actually were still in competition with him on the team. And absolutely fucking nothing.
Totally agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of the big teams of the past, which we know that are trying to come back, the New Yorks, the LA Lakers, Chicago Bulls, teams that led and were the big names, just keep trying to do it, and they just can't go nowhere.
Right.
They get this close. Like Bulls, when they had Rose and they had their team, they were making the playoffs. They were this close to being fucking this and that. And they don't get there. Same with LA. I mean, when they had Lamar and they were doing their thing over there, I mean, they had a great fucking squad.
Yeah.
Looking to win fucking championships. And then they get right there, and I don't know. You think the top teams that people love will ever get back in contention? Is it Golden State going to hold it down for a while? This next year after this one will be a good one because teams are going to break up.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of really good free agents moving all around. I think there's going to be some really good trades. So I think the Golden State, what do you want to call it? The destiny, whatever, of Golden State being the top team is going to stop. I think there's going to be a lot of teams. The parity is going to be much better, and you're going to see some of those old teams get a lot better.
Yeah, all right. Well, moving on. We got to do some Major League Baseball, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, the reason why you're listening to this podcast, you want to get a hold of some of that money, see where Steve Stevens, El Scorcho, is taking off. And my baseball segment, who's that brought to us by, Poppy?
That's brought to us by our main sponsor, MyBookie.ag. We all know that watching sports is fun, but it's a hell of a lot more entertaining when you've got action on the games. You've heard us talking about MyBookie.ag for weeks now, and it's the one bet you'll be happy with the whole year long. Created by online gaming pioneers in 2012, MyBookie vows to improve the sports betting experience where so many other brands have failed. Year in and year out, MyBookie.ag has delivered on its promise of excellent customer service and fast and easy payouts. With in-game live betting and the most rewarding player perks in the business, MyBookie is the place to put in your action. And today, MyBookie.ag is offering a 50% deposit bonus on all new accounts to jumpstart your bankroll. Log on to mybookie.ag today and use the promo code LASVEGAS, all one word, to collect on the industry's biggest bonus incentive. And to make sure to follow BetMyBookie on Twitter and Instagram to get the latest odds and props as they're posted. Whether you're an expert or a rookie, you should be betting at mybookie.ag. And remember, who you are betting on is just as important as who you are betting with.
All right, guys, like I said, we told you about the umpire update. When Bill Welk is behind home plate, the away team are now 10-1. I've had a lot of fucking controversy about this stat right now. People calling, wanting to be involved in it. Shout out to all my players that are involved in it. But it's a very key way of making money. You guys ask, do these stats mean anything? Well, you tell me. Like I said, when Bill Welke is behind home plate, the away teams are now 10-1. We gave you that stat when it was 3-1, just so you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys can use 9 units.
I can.
But there ain't a guy out there that can't. You're a $1,000 player, that's $9,000 in 2 weeks. You okay with that? Or when Bruce Dreckman is behind home plate, guys, the home team is now 8-1. Write that down. When Bruce Dreckman is behind home plate, the home team is 8-1. I gave you that stat when it was at 2-0. Could you use another 7 units, guys? You got to pay attention to this type of shit. So you guys are looking on Instagram, Facebook, looking at these fake Instagram handicappers, fake sports consultants that don't know shit, guys putting up stats. If these guys aren't putting real Las Vegas sports tickets on their Instagram, number one, they're not bettors. Number two, if they don't have pictures of real clients on there in their office, they're not real sports consultants.
Or better yet, real clients coming on a podcast
Period.
telling you.
Period. So, guys, one thing about it is stop being fooled by all the fake shit. There's so many elements that go into making money. I don't want to see you guys lose. You work way too hard for your money. That's why you need to call me. I'm doing a promotion today. It's going to knock your fucking socks off. Make sure you stay tuned. Anyway, Adrian Johnson is now 8-0 for the home team when behind home plate. Did you hear what the fuck I said, guys? 8-0. Adrian Johnson is now 8-0 when the home team is behind home plate. Home team wins every time, guys. Could you use another 8 units?
I can, and I love Adrian Johnson, let me just tell you.
Yeah, now Mike Everett is now 8-2 to the under behind home plate. So grab your pen and a piece of paper for all you squares out there because you'll figure it out. Mike Everett, 8-2 to the under when he's behind home plate. So obviously you want to bet the under if you're not understanding this, okay? Adrian Johnson is 8-0 to the home team behind home plate. When Adrian Johnson's behind the plate, bet the home team every time he's 8-0. Bruce Dreckman, behind home plate, home team is 8-1. When Bruce Dreckman is behind home plate, make sure you bet the home team, they're 8-1. Now, when Bill Welke's behind the home plate, make sure you bet the away team, he's 10-1. When Bill Welke's behind the plate, bet the away team, 10-1.
And don't forget, on a lot of those, you're probably getting some good juice as a dog. because it's a road team.
No doubt. You can afford to pick up an extra 20 units, couldn't you guys?
I can.
$1,000 player makes $20,000 on this stat right here, ladies and gentlemen. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. You want to get this fucking money? 877-220-6540. I tell you what I'm going to do. Call right now. I'll give you the entire weekend, every fucking thing I'm doing, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, $99. You call my office, 877-220-6540. I'll give you the game that I'm betting tomorrow, that I'm betting $50,000 on, and I'll give you everything I'm playing for the weekend for a $100 bill. You deserve it. One call, that's all. Plain and simple. Now, moving on. Here's a stat, Poppy. With another 5 homers off Baltimore's pitching on Wednesday, the Yankees have now hit at least 3 home runs in 6 consecutive games at Oriole Park in Canada. Now, listen to this, dude. The longest streak by any team at any park in Major League history, at least since they've been recording stats.
Wow.
This is a team that is not the real Yankee team. Their team is hurt. They're fucked up. They obviously have a farm team that is no fucking joke.
Yep.
These players are working together. They're playing together, and they are absolutely getting the job done, ladies and gentlemen. They just came off pounding the fucking Orioles. One game looking like the Yankees were about to lose. Orioles didn't keep their composure. Yankee came back in the 9th inning, got the job done. They're finding a way to win, guys. I love the Yankees. It's a hot fucking team. You should be betting them every fucking day until they lose 2 times in a row. New York Yankees are serious, and they are definitely on my hit list. A lot of people have hit lists, listen to music. My hit list is who to bet to make that fucking money. I don't give a fuck about listening to Drake in the radio. I care about who pays me. You know what I'm saying, Bobby?
I know exactly what you're saying.
So that's why I couldn't be too mad at Pete. You know what I mean? They rescheduled. He's older. I wasn't paying him.
Right.
You know,
We were disappointed, but we know what happens.
It is
we
what it is.
move on.
Anyway, guys, shout out to New York Yankees, Mark D, Joey D, all the Yankee fans out there. Moving on, Major League Baseball, who's hot, who's not. This is a favorite segment of you guys', and I want to make sure I split those flames for you. Houston Astros, even though getting embarrassed last night to the White Sox 4-0, which, by the way, that was fucking embarrassing. You're too hot to be giving up a game. But, once again, Major League Baseball, they like to get drunk, and they like to fuck. And they're on the road, and they're traveling a lot, so every now and then,
Gotta give one away.
they're like, guys, we got to shoot a few nuts off and do our thing tonight, and we might have to give up one over there. But shouldn't be giving anything up to Chicago, Poppy.
I agree.
Write this down, guys. Houston's 15-3 in their last 18 games. Phenomenal. Houston has a plus 94 run differential, which is the top in the major leagues, just so you guys fucking know. Me personally, when this team has their shit together, and I'll tell you now, I think they win the World Series.
We both said that at the start of the
beat
season.
them. They're too strong, and they're too fucking deep, bottom fucking line. They're 17-5 at home. It's a home team that you can bet and get your fucking money. They're 15-12, however, on the road, which, by the way, any team that wins on the road over 500 is a winner, and you win on the road, you win championships. So they're 3 games over 500, which makes them like 6 and change. So they're actually pretty fucking good on the road as well, guys.
It's a stat you and Skip have talked about for years.
Absolutely.
Win at home and go 500 on the road, you're paving your way to the championship.
Houston Astros are 6-1 to the under in their last 7 games. Actually, let's make that 7-1 to the under after their 4-0 loss last night.
Yep.
So, they're 7-1 to the under in their last 8 games, guys. That's a trend that you just can't deny. You got to get your fucking money, get it on that under. Next 6 games are at home versus Boston, and then at home versus the Cubs. Cubs don't really impress me, but right when you think the Cubs suck cock is when they'll get 2 wins against Houston. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're an iffy team. They're not a team to bet money on, but if you pick your spots with the Cubs, they can be very good. With the money that they put on the Cubs, you bet them every day, you could have a sore ass. That's for fucking sure. So for all you Cub fans out there, just pick your spots. Boston, I have always loved Boston. They're a hot team. They're solid. They do whatever it takes to get the job done. So Astros do have their hands full in their next 2 series, period.
They play Boston tonight. Chris Sale is on the mound, and Houston's actually plus money at home, which is a rarity.
Well, and Sale is top of the league with run backups. When he pitches, his team scores a lot of fucking runs behind him. He does whatever it takes to get the job done, fucking period. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about the New York Yankees. Okay, I told you before that, we got to do whatever it takes to get the job done. This team's hot as a pistol. Let me give you their stats. because we're all about sports betting, ladies and gentlemen. We don't give a fuck who wins or loses. All we care is who covers the spread. My job here in this podcast is to teach you traps and, more importantly, how to make money betting sports. Show you the ins and outs of the game. 14-3 in their last 17 games. It's a team you put your money on every fucking day. Yankees have a plus 60 run differential. Now, you heard me earlier talking about how many home runs they're hitting, 3 consecutive home runs in so many games, and they're scoring this, that, and the other, but still a 60-plus run differential versus Houston's 94.
Wow.
34 more runs, bud. That's a lot of fucking runs, Bobby.
Yeah, it is.
Yankees, 14-7 on the road. They're hot as a pistol on the road. When you're hitting 66% on the road, that's a team that you play every fucking day, every fucking time.
Yep.
A Major League Baseball team hitting 66% on the road, you play that all year long till the stat drops. How about this one? 16-4 to the over on the road. So not only do they win on the road, but they beat the shit out of people and score a lot of fucking runs.
Yeah, they do.
So remember, guys, 16-4 to the over, which is, you're betting Yankees in over when they're on the road, guys, 31-11. That's 20 net fucking units. That is very, very serious when it comes down to making money betting sports, guys. Don't let these guys fool you with breakdown. Oh, we got a marquee matchup tonight. The weather's coming over here. These guys don't know shit. If you ain't willing with players, coaches, CEOs, and following current trends of who's covering the spread, then they're just talking loud and saying nothing.
Right.
My job is to teach you how to get fucking money. This is how I feed my family. It's how I put my kids through college. Obviously, I know what the fuck I'm doing. And it's still a battle to get my money. I'm not sitting here telling you I don't fucking lose. Do I lose? Abso-fucking-lutely. Anyone that tells you they don't lose, tighten up your shoelaces as tight as you can and run the other way from that motherfucker. Make sure you look him in the eye when he tells you that. That way you know what he looks like when he's lying. I lose games. But as long as you win 3 games to every one you lose, have you ever had a problem going 6-2?
Never.
I didn't think so. And it's all about consistency. I mean, if you just sign up with me on a Wednesday and you sign up for a week of service and you get Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you had 1 win and 2 losses, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I went 4-0.
Right.
You know what I'm saying is I could be 7-1 or 7-2 for the week, but a guy could come on a Thursday and get an 0-2 or a 1-2 for the week. So that guy thinks I'm a piece of shit.
Right.
But the real sports bettor that knows it's a long haul and it's not about 3 days, week in and week out, we're going to win all the time.
You explain to guys, too, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Correct. Don't call my company
like
expecting to run 3-4 days and then breaking short. Make sure that we're going to be able to run a week to get your feet wet and then work together month to month. Sports betting's for big boys. It's not for guys that don't have money and need to pay their rent and people that are broke trying to flip up. Remember, the gambling gods will never give you money if you need it. You have to be a professional about it and know what the fuck you're doing. And the formula for success in sports betting is money management and discipline. 1 game a day and not every day type deal. Last but not least, I want to talk about the Minnesota Twins. My guys were on the Twins last night. I actually had the Twins and the over, 2 of the biggest fucking blowouts on the sheet yesterday, Poppy.
Yeah, the Twins are a team, too, that's not huge favorites, so you've been getting a lot of value with the Twins, too.
Beautiful money. $1.30 last night, to be exact, bud. And for a team that is winning by 8 runs, that's good. But you got to pick your spots as well and know when they're on their run. Like, I'll give you an example. They're 7-1 in their last 8 games. Before those 8 games, a little bit rocky, 50-50. However, baseball's all about streaks. Once again, guys, you never bet a team due to fucking win. That's like your best friend that ain't fucked a girl in 2 years making a bet that he's due to get some pussy. If anything, you bet he ain't getting any pussy tonight.
Correct.
Learn how to know what the fuck you're doing, guys. You know, you and your girlfriend are going to the club tonight, or you and your girlfriend are going out to a dinner at a hotel or something, have a couple drinks, looking to get pounded out. You know, you got to make sure that, you follow the rule, like I've always told you, Poppy. And what's the rule?
The rule?
Yeah, what's the golden rule in betting sports?
Money management and discipline. That's the formula to success.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Now, that's about betting a game a day and not every day, correct? So, like I said, if you're going out planning on meeting 2 beautiful guys and your girlfriend hasn't been with a guy or had anything in years, you're not going to go bet you're going to find 2 dime guys today. You might want to bet, sweetheart, I might have to bet against you that you might find anything.
Correct.
But being in Las Vegas, you can't find something special. You definitely got a problem. You know what I mean? Minnesota Twins, 7-1 last 8 games. Twins have a plus 81 run differential. So these motherfuckers are scoring some runs.
Yep.
What do you think about their division, though?
It's a weak division. I mean,
Terrible.
You got Detroit
Weak
in
as
there,
water.
Kansas City in there. Cleveland's their only competition, and Cleveland is not nearly as strong as they've been the last few years. So
A stellar 17-8 on the road. So one thing about the Twins, guys, they're 7-1 in their last 8 games. You want to bet them right now. They're hot. However, you make sure you bet them every time when they're on the road. They'll get you your money. We're going to take a little break. We're going to come back, tell you some other ways to make some fucking money in the NHL, and more importantly, NBA playoffs right after the break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, the Bookie Killer. They call me El Scorcho in the streets. First half of the show, we went over some major umpire matchups. What umpires, when they're calling the game behind the plate, who wins? Is it the home team? Is it the away team? We gave you some phenomenal facts that you guys can make some good money if you pay attention and know what the fuck you're doing. We also gave you the breakdown to the major teams in baseball who are hot as a pistol. The reason why I didn't go over who's not, because it's a waste of my breath. Why the fuck do I need to tell you who's not? I'll just tell you who's hot. But also because I didn't really plan on doing a podcast today. Everything was here. Skip, this is a later day in the podcast, filming this live and later. We were supposed to be done this morning, knocking it out with Pete and this, that, and the other, but I can never leave my fans hanging. I love you guys, your loyal supporters, and I'll give up any of my fucking time to come show you how to make some fucking money, because you fucking deserve it. Anyway, what are we going to talk about next, Pop?
we were going to talk about some shaky teams right now that are on a streak. Some guys, teams that maybe we had told you to play against, and these are now like a point where you say, when teams are not playing well, stay against them. When they start to get hot, these are teams you want to get on.
So basically a few hot but very shaky teams that are streaking right now.
Correct.
And what we mean by this are they're hot but they're shaky because these are teams where you have to pick your spot.
Yes.
It's not a team that's hot and you need to play them all year long. This is a team that can easily go cold, but these are just a few hot teams that are very fucking shaky. Oakland, 6 straight fucking wins.
They're getting the job done right now.
Miami, 5 straight wins.
That's definitely a shaky team.
Shaky, that shit's shaking more than someone with Alzheimer's and motherfucking muscular dystrophy. You know what I mean? With MS, okay?
Yes.
Shaking like someone that had a motherfucking seizure. That's how shaky they are. Texas with 4 straight wins, ladies and gentlemen. So Oakland, not a bad team. Miami, one of the worst. Texas, can't stand them. Garbage teams. So with Texas winning 4 straight games, for all you guys do to do this and do to do that, I wouldn't fuck with Oakland, but is Miami going to continue their 5-game winning streak to 10? Fuck no. Is Texas 4 straight wins going to turn into 7? No. I doubt it'll even turn into 6. Maybe 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
These are, actually, I should relabel this segment. These are hot teams that will lose in the next 2 games. For fucking sure. You know what I'm saying? NHL segment, this is more important than ever. Just over 5 months ago, the St. Louis Blues had the fewest points in the standings of any fucking team in the NHL, period. Now they're in the Stanley Cup Finals. Poppy, you know as well as I do, I know Skip does, I made a lot of money off the Blues this year, dude.
You did.
Between our first period bets and betting on the Blues, I made a tremendous amount of money. High six figures.
Yeah, well, they were, one of the worst teams in the league, if not having the worst record over at the All-Star break. And this team completely turned it around from worst to first. And I am so happy that they beat the San Jose Sharks, who should have never been where they were after we got screwed.
I'd like to say fuck the Sharks.
Yeah.
And I got no personal beef with them. I just didn't like what they did to my Vegas Knights. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They got handed 2 wins and still didn't make it to the Stanley Cup.
Correct. So,
Well, 1 win advanced them to the next level. In the last game, they got handed a game from the hand fucking check, whatever, the puck in the hand and drop. Unbelievable. But yeah, I am glad the better team won, Poppy.
Me too.
Scott Berry, St. Louis native, bet $400 in January on the Blues to win the Stanley Cup at 250 to 1.
That's when they were the bottom, worst team in hockey.
You realize if they win, he makes $100K.
I'm hoping he wins.
So am I, man. He fucking deserves it. I know he's wishing he had 1,000 on that motherfucker. Pick up a nice 250K.
Yeah.
Hey, bud, I'd buy that bet off you right now for. Actually, I don't know if I'd buy that bet, man. Boston ain't no fucking joke, dude. This is going to be a series, but it's not like it's a minus 350 series,
No.
dude. They're still pretty even. Could St. Louis get the job done? Abso-fucking-lutely. Stanley Cup Series odds, by the way, Bruins minus 170 to win the series, Blues plus 150. Talk to me about this game, Poppy.
Well, I want to first ask you, if you're Scott Berry, do you hedge at all? You buy any back on Boston?
It depends how Scott Berry's living. Okay. If Scott Berry makes $50,000 a year or even $100,000 a year or less, he absolutely goes and bets $50,000, not to win, $50,000 on the Bruins, so he can at least pick up 30 and change. Worst come to worst. This way, he either picks up 30 or 50.
Right.
Steve Stevens, I'm letting that motherfucker ride.
Right.
But what about this though, Poppy? After game one, let's say Blues win, what would be the series odds?
Right. It would go down.
Wouldn't they change?
Oh, they would go way down.
So what I would do is I'd probably wait till game one
Right.
to see what happens, because I don't think it would change too much from the 170 if fucking Bruins got the win.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
The
You
series,
could get a lot more leverage.
Yeah.
On your side.
So, Scotty, just give me a call, shoot me a couple dollars. I'll show you exactly what the fuck to do to where you make money for sure. Because you let game one ride, Blues win, you're in a serious situation.
Yeah.
Now you can drop 50 dimes on the other team at probably minus 120.
Yeah.
And you can pick up yourself a nice little 45,000 or 50 guaranteed off 450 bucks. You better take that all day long.
I agree. Now, going back to the series, what do I think? I think this is a series that nobody thought was going to happen. It's kind of nice to see two smaller teams, two higher seeds.
Yeah, it's going to be a high-scoring series,
Get
Bobby.
there. I think it will be high scoring. I like this matchup, I really do, and I think that the St. Louis Blues are going to be the Stanley Cup champions.
Well, here you go, guys. Game number one, the total 5.5. So they're not putting like major numbers on there. No. 5 has been pretty much the average number throughout the entire playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay. Over minus $1.10. Okay. So if the game goes over the 5, you got to have 6 goals, minus 110. Now here's funny, under plus 130.
Yeah.
So this is a team where you can buy the half a point to 6 and probably get it at even money if you guys want that under.
Yeah.
That, you got to stay focused. You want to know what I'm doing on that? 877-220-6540. Spend that $100 promotion. I'll show you how to get paid. Don't forget, guys, a $100 bill. I'm going to give you my 5-figure game tomorrow and work with you all weekend for $99 fucking dollars. Matter of fact, I'm going to even add to it. It's Memorial Day. I'll throw Monday in for free.
There you go. I was
all the way
suggest
through
that.
Monday. I'm giving the troops a deal. And I tell you what, if you are in armed forces, I'll give you the weekend for free. Fuck it.
There you go.
Just
They
give me a
deserve
call, verify your status, and I'll look out for you, because I salute you. You guys are the reason I'm out here able to smoke my weed, talk shit, make millions of dollars, and fucking beat these bookies on a daily basis.
100%.
Anyway, Boston Bruins. Here's the trend, though. You said the Blues. Let me tell you. Hey, by the way, I'll bet you 1,000. I'll take the Bruins.
All right, I'll take it.
Straight up.
I'll take it. Even though I should be getting my odds here, I'll take it.
Okay, so
I believe in St. Louis.
You're going to be producing a couple shows for
free. Yeah, that's
so
right.
I'll bet you $1,000 Bruins win.
All right, I'd take St. Louis.
I bet that Scott
St.
guy-
Louis fans, get behind me. Put some
I bet
comments
that
on the
Scott
podcast.
guy's hates me now, right when he was all pumped up. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to call him. Oh, fuck you. But I got to show you how to get that bread. It's
I'm behind
all
you,
about
Scott.
getting paid. You got to take your heart out of it. Like,
Yeah.
see, right now your heart's still in it because you're a St. Blue fan.
Right.
I'm a fan of money. Bottom fucking line. Remember that. I don't show any fear. I don't put my heart when it comes down to none of this shit. I'm all about who's going to pay me. Period.
I go walking around the
I
casinos
guess
here.
the same attitude as a prostitute, huh?
Yeah.
I'm just looking for
That's
whoever's going to fucking pay.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, like I'm just looking for whoever's going to pay. Same thing they're looking for, right?
When I walk around the casinos here, because I have a lot of sport team shirts, let's say I'm wearing the Buffalo Sabres, a guy will come up to me, man, you a Sabres fan? Me too. And And I try and
That's
tell
why
them.
you're not supposed to wear. I'm not one of those dudes that wear jerseys just for that one thing. I don't wear jerseys because people heckle you. Motherfucker, I don't play for the team. Don't talk to me. Like, I take it offensive. I'm walking around with a jersey of, let's say I wore the Raiders and someone's fucking talking shit to me. Fuck you, homeboy. I'm ready to scrap. That's why I don't wear jerseys. I don't represent teams that don't fucking pay me. I mean, I'm all about being a fan, but you guys understand, I'm born and raised in Vegas, dude. You know what I mean? Right. I'm not going to go wear around a fucking Knights jersey and all that shit. I don't like what comes along with wearing a jersey.
Well, I try and tell them, listen, I'm a fan of whoever I bet on that day. So just because I'm wearing the Buffalo Sabres does not mean I'm a Buffalo Sabres.
Right on their fucking chin. How about that, Paul?
Next time I'll try that.
Okay, good. Here's the trend. Boston Bruins have combined to score 6 or more goals in each of their last 3 home games. Now, remember I just told you game 1, the total's 5.5.
Right.
Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Boston is at home in game 1.
They are.
Mm-hmm. Boston Bruins have combined to score 6 or more goals in each of their last 3 home NHL Stanley Cup playoff games, averaging more than 7.5 combined goals per game. You guys see why the book is trapping you with that 5.5 and that plus 130 over there?
Yep.
Don't let that plus 130 fucking scare you. On paper, that's easy money right there. On paper, that plus 130 is all fucking day. St. Louis Blues have seen much of the same on the road lately too, guys, combining for 6 or more scores in 2 of their last 3 away games and averaging a combined 6.7 GPG across these performances. That's goals per game. So on paper, they're looking to score about 8 goals in this fucking game, maybe more. You know what I mean?
On paper, it sure looks like that.
So, guys, as a sports betting fan, you got a book out there giving you plus $1.30 to scare the shit out of you, number one, because they want you to go ahead and bet that fucking over.
Yeah.
So, they know that over at minus 110, under at 130. If you don't take advantage of that over 110, you got to be the dumbest motherfucker I've ever met in my fucking life.
Guys, this is an example also of the books out here and how sharp they are and why you need a guy like that who's in, because there are trapped. You got the smartest guys.
They're putting that money right in front of your face and dangling it, plus $1.30.
That's
guys,
what they're doing.
Do I need to go over it again? They're averaging 7.5 combined goals per game, and the other team is averaging 6.7. So I don't know what else to tell you about that.
Right. You think the casinos just want to gift you money? They're playing a game with you, and that's why you got to have a guy who's in this business.
Guys, this whole fucking business is a game. All these bookies are in business to do is beat you every fucking day. You guys at home out there that are getting pounded by yourself, come get involved in this fucking money train. You got fucking every single thing and reason to give us a call. Potentially to make a second income. I don't care who you are or what you're doing, everybody could use a second income, especially in summertime right now, guys. Whether you're at your job, crawling or balling, everybody can use an extra $5,000, $10,000. If you're a $1,000 player, I will make you on an average $4,500 a week. That's more than 90% of America. If you're a $5,000 bettor, I will make you a minimum of $20,000 a week. Guys, that's $1 million a year. These are figures you can't get anywhere else. All I'm trying to tell you is I want to make you money. It's Memorial Day weekend. I want you guys to have a blast. I want everybody out there to be safe. I want to salute the troops once again. I want you guys to have a beautiful weekend. But more importantly, don't let the players be the only ones to get paid. If you got a 3-day weekend, you're sitting on the house, don't let that guy in line who has dirty-ass shoes and smell like armpits change your mind of who you're betting. Don't let your drunk-ass uncle at the end of the couch farting that potato salad tell you who to fucking bet and lose your money. If you're going to have a 3-day weekend of making money and betting, give me a call, spend $100 fucking dollars, I'll work with you myself, and I'll show you how to fucking go over and beyond what you ever thought was possible. I'll show you how to turn yourself from a goldfish to a whale overnight. On behalf of VIP Sports, myself, I want you guys to have a beautiful holiday. Make it a memorable one. Remember, don't drink and drive. I don't want you to hurt my family or yours. We love you. See you next week.
It's Steve Stevens, I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Popping bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put a $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Pac.
I keep